Alright, so anybody who saw my last video, I'm showing how I set up my DSL modem, how I ran the wire in from the phone company box outside, and set that all up. If you're interested, you can go and watch it. It is a Cisco modem inside of a Cisco integrated service router. I won't be going into the config with that, but if anyone has one and has any questions, it's a possibility I could make a video on how I did it. Anyway, this is the software that I'm using to monitor the connection and hold my internet service provider, which is Frontier Communications, hold them accountable for the service that they are providing, which is not that great. Anyway, this is Dsl Stats. It's a monitoring software that works with Broadcom modems. And any modem... Okay, this is a serial console for my modem. Any modem, and with the Cisco modems, I should preface this by saying this. With the Cisco modems, you have to do a couple of things before you can use this command. But I added a command alias and couple of other things to make this work. But if you can log into your modem console with Telnet SSH, or break it open and hook onto the serial connector, and use this command, which is xdsl ctl, and if you get all of this and you're able to use this, then you're good. You can use this software. Anyway, so this software uses some of these commands in here to make these nice little graphs, and also it hosts a HTTP web page on your network, and you can monitor it from there. You can set how many days you want the graph to go back, and it's really awesome. So let me pause this because it won't let me go anywhere when I'm sampling. But okay. Now this is my Snr margin, signal to noise ratio margin. I'm not sure which tone it actually, or which bin or tone, whatever you want to call it, it measures on. But dropped down this afternoon. I don't know, I guess more people are on, so there's more noise on the line. But basically, if I go over here to the bit loading, that Snr margin is, see, these are the bits that are loaded on each bin or tone, and the Snr margin is the space in between here. This is the background. This purple line is the background noise. This green here is, of course, my upstream, and I can right click on any of these tones. It'll show me the number of bits that are loaded, the frequency, the SNR for that particular tone. So that's pretty awesome. Anyway, and as you can see, it drops off. The higher the frequency, and the longer the line, the more it's going to drop off. But anyway, that's that. So I'm going to restart this and jump over to my web page to monitor this. And it's basically what you just saw there. Main summary, Snr margin, connection. I put this in myself, this little box, just so I can, I've got some stuff going with Frontier, so I want to make sure everybody who views this page can understand it, not just me. I mean, I know what's going on, but you know, some of those guys I talk to and want to send this link to, they don't really know what's going on. So and you can see this in the software too, but this is my provision rate right here. As you can see, the time that I paused it, there's a little blank spot in there. And this is the maximum attainable rate on my line on ADSL. If they enable ADSL2, I could probably get up to 16, maybe 20 megabits. I'm not sure because they won't enable it. I'm trying to get ADSL2 with NXM so I can get more upstream, so I can do some streaming maybe, I don't know. And there's a bit loading graph I was just showing. Here are the errors. Very, very few errors on this line. It's a very healthy line. And also, if you want an example, if somebody else has ADSL and you want an example of a very healthy bit loading graph, this is a very healthy bit loading graph. You don't want like blocks in here where it dips down and there's nothing on there. Then you know you have a problem somewhere. Line health, go over here, quiet line noise, H-log. I'm not going to go into that, but you know, it's basically the same thing. You can get all the information that you would get from this on the bit loading graph. Now this is all of the stats that you would need. As you can see, my uptime is 12 days, almost 13 days. I have 11 errors, and these are not errors that are going to bring my connection down, but I have 11 errors in 12 days on the downstream and 14 errors in 12 days on the upstream, so I'm satisfied with that. That's perfectly fine. And I guess that's it. Any questions, drop them below. Maybe I'll make a video if there's something somebody wants to know. So until next time.